Common sense is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. Welcome back to the online classes of science. This is your Naima Miss back again with your uh, topic, that is air, wind, and cyclones. And to that, we are going to continue with the cyclones today, isn't it? So let us start with the cyclones. We have learned in our previous class what are cyclones. Cyclones are caused, due to the high speed winds, isn't it? They are a very violent form of storms on earth. People call them as storms by the names such as typhoons, hurricanes, etc., but based on their region where they are occurring, isn't it? So what we're going to learn now, how the cyclones are formed. So what is happening? The ocean water, what is happening? Ocean water is absorbing the heat. What is happening? Ocean water is absorbing the heat and getting it transformed into water vapor, isn't it? It is getting transferred into water vapor. Now what is happening? This water vapor, what is happening, this water vapor moves into upper layer of the atmosphere. It moves into upper layer of atmosphere and moves into upper layer of atmosphere. Air gets cooled here. Now as the water, see, whenever the water is transforming into water vapor into atmosphere, the atmosphere will become cool, isn't it? And this condition condenses to form the thick clouds. Okay, these form thick clouds. It forms very thick clouds. Now what happened? These clouds, what will happen, gets releases heat further, and again what will happen, because of the high pressure, again what will happen, this again gets when the sun, you get the sun, right? When the sun comes, what will happen, again they absorbs heat, and again they get further form into get the air into warmer. Okay, what is happening, the air gets warm. Again what happens, they releases heat and warms the air. Okay, what does they do? They releases heat and warms up the air. So what is happening, again I'll explain. The tropical cyclones are like giant engines that have warm moist air as fuel. The warm moist air releases upward near the surface. The warm air arises, causing an area of lower air pressure below. Okay, and air from the surrounding areas of high pressure air pressure pushes into low pressure. So what is happening, whatever the low pressure is there, it will come down. Okay, the low pressure will be coming down here like this into the lower region. And what will happen, instead of filling this lower area of air pressure, the wind, what it does do, because it is in high speed, so what does it do, it doesn't fill this air, it doesn't fill the space, whatever is present there, it will not fill, but it will surround it. Okay, it will surround it. So this will form a small hole in the center of the uh, cyclone. Okay, with this cyclone occurs, what is happening, whatever the air is there, when it is coming in a high pressure, the lower area where the where it is coming first, from where it has been started, that is high pressure to low, the movement of wind takes place from the high pressure to the lower pressure, isn't it? So when the high pressure to lower pressure, the wind is moving, what is happening, it is forming the when it comes to low pressure, there is a small space is formed. Okay, small space is formed. Now this space is not filled by the other space, other wind which is coming, but instead of filling the space, what is happening, the high speed wind is surrounding all the area which is present around the low pressure area. Okay, high pressure area is surrounding the low pressure area, but it is not filling the not filling the low pressure area. Okay, this is what causes cyclones. So what is happening, whatever particles or whatever is coming in between this in this low pressure area, what it will do, it will take into it and it will start rotating. Okay, it will be rotating like this, isn't it? The movement will be round in a circular motion. So whatever is being whatever things come into it, it will just take away and move. It will move like this. Okay, so high pressure, instead of filling the low pressure space, will revolve around the wing. So this wing, it revolves around this wing. So when it crosses 119 kilometers, it is called as tropical cyclones. Okay, when it is when it crosses the 119 kilometers, 119 kilometers, then it is called as tropical cyclones. It is called as tropical cyclones. It's called as tropical cyclones. Now, as we came to know what are cyclones, now let us know the factors that contribute to the cyclone. Factors that contribute to the cyclone, what are the important things which are which due to which the cyclones are taking place, are nothing but the high speed wind, isn't it? Wind speed, wind direction, temperature, humidity, and development. These are all the important factors which contribute to the formation of cyclones. So these are the factors which are responsible for the contribution of cyclone: wind speed, wind direction, temperature, and humidity. Okay, now let us know what are the destruction purposes. What are the destructions that are caused by the cyclone? As it is a violent storm with a wind and heavy rains, as it is a violent storm with heavy rains and high speed winds, it leads to the very, you know, lot of destructions. It leads to a lot of destructions. That is destruction of humans. It causes destruction of humans. That is nothing but so many lives will get into damage. That is, many people will come into the wings and the lower pressure of the cyclone, and they lead to the death of the human and as well as animal life. Okay, as well as animal life. It also leads to the destruction of properties. Lots of property are destroyed, and you can see the telephone, and you can see the electricity. You can see a lot of birds, plants, okay, vegetations, and you can see in this soil fertility also comes, like soil fertility is also spoiled because of the floods caused by the cyclones, isn't it? So India's coast area causes the more vulnerable cyclones. Okay, coastal area, you find like India's east coast area. In the India's east coast area causes most vulnerable cyclones. That means most dangerous, and you can see most very often the cyclones are seen with a very high damage. Whereas in west coast there are not much cyclones seen, and they are very less vulnerable. They are very less oftenly seen. Okay, now we'll go with like in which areas what is cyclone called. Cyclones in they are called as in India, whereas in Atlantic region they are called as hurricanes, and in Western Pacific region they are called as typhoons, and in South China region also they are called as typhoons, and it is called as willies in Western Australia. Now we'll go with the does and don'ts. What we have to do when we when we are in a trap of cyclones, what we have to do and what are the steps we have to follow, and what are the steps we should not do. Let us go and see a quick review on the do's and don'ts of the cyclones. So what we have to do, we have to continue normal working but stay alert by listening to the radios and whatever information you are getting from the meteorological department. You have to continue working. You should not stay like you should not be, panic. You should not panic, and you should stop doing things, and you should be waiting when the cyclones come. You should continue normally working and all, everything. You should do whatever you were doing, but you should be alert. You should be alert that if the second thing, if the situation, if the situation go out of your control, what you have to do, you should be alert. We should not ignore the things or the information which is given by the meteorological department to the TV, radio, newspapers, etc. We should not avoid it. We should respect it. We should listen to it. We should try to understand it. We should not, ignore and do whatever we want. Switch off the electrical mains. You should always switch off the electrical mains, and in the house or the shops, whatever it is, and keep the things ready. That like you have to keep ready the phone numbers or the all the services like police, fire stations, fire brigades, and medical centers. Don't, unnecessary arrangements to shift. Don't do unnecessary arrangements to shift your household, domestic, that is your animals or vehicles, etc., to a safer place. You doesn't know where which is a safer place, because the cyclones may go till anywhere, isn't it? After cyclones, what you have to do? Strictly avoid any loose and dangling wires. See, after cyclones or rains, you see some wires broken, and they will be, dangling on the, pipes, poles, isn't it? So just don't touch it. If you find it, just don't touch it. Do not drink water that could be contaminated. Always store drinking water for the emergencies. Do not go out for the sake of fun. You go out if you have any work, or else don't go out. The speed of the wind is measured using the anemometer. It comprises of, four wings around it, and it is having the ammeter, a meter which shows the speed of the wind, which is having, like, whenever the wind is coming, it shows the meter shows the speed of the wind. So with this we end up the topic of air, wind and cyclones. I hope it is clearly understood. If not, please go twice the video and just try to understand. Until we are back with the next video, take care. Thank you for watching.